Hey team, I'm Coach Jeremy. Welcome to my little corner of your scrolling addiction and episode 1 of Coach Jeremy TV, the show that fuses fitness, nutrition, lifestyle and mindset topics synthesized through a satirical lens. If you enjoy obscure movie reviews with loose life lessons, optimizing your health habits, articulate alliterations, nutritional nibbles, great, I do too, and that's why I made this. In this episode, we kick off with a random movie scene from the 70s with a quirky lesson about self-talk. We'll have a look at what in the heck HRV is, then snooze into a subversive sleep meditation, and finally, a sassy takedown / meltdown on a fitness trend. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the show. Abigail's Party is a 1970s campy dark comedy that looks at relationships and aspirations of the British middle class of the time. Its main character Beverly is house proud, immaculately presented, and has an opinion on pretty much everything. She's hosting a small cocktail gathering for her neighbours, and in this scene, Beverly offers some thoughts to her friend Ange on her appearance.
Ange, can you take a little bit of criticism? Now, please don't be offended when I say this, Ange Bars. I can see what you've done. Okay, you've just sat down in front of your mirror and you've just put your lipstick on. Now, next time, sit down in front of your mirror and just look at yourself. Relax and just say, I've got very beautiful lips. Then take your lipstick and apply it. And Ange, you're going to see the difference because then you will be applying that lipstick to every single corner of your mouth. Do you know what I mean? Will you try it for me next time?
Yeah.
Beyond its obvious quotableness and humour, there's a deep truth to this scene. The way we speak to ourselves, the image we hold of ourselves, how we take pride in ourselves, the internal and external monologues we run, these things impact our outcomes and the way we do pretty much everything. Beverly believes the world can be a better place if people step up, pay attention to the details, love themselves and take responsibility for themselves, and she encourages others to do just this. Beverly wants others to believe in themselves because she sees their potential, and because she believes in herself and benefits from this self-belief, she wants others to share that. Beverly doesn't like to see potential wasted. This scene is an important lesson to step up for ourselves, speak kindly, confidently, and affirmingly to ourselves, no matter the task. Would you speak to others the way you speak to yourself? Repeat after me. I have very beautiful lips. Heart rate variability, or HRV. What is it, and should you be taking note of it? Heart rate variability is the measurement in milliseconds of the variation in time between consecutive heartbeats. HRV is controlled by our autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for, but not limited to, controlling and regulating heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, breathing, and how we perceive stress. You can think of HRV as being one of many indicators for the central nervous system's response to input or stimulus, and how the heart responds to that by either beating faster or slower. So do we want a high or low HRV? Generally speaking, when we're at rest, a high HRV is considered more favourable. When in an active state, a lower relative HRV can sometimes be considered favourable, and yet a sustained low HRV would not necessarily be favourable. What's important is that trends over time are meaningfully observed within the context of your training and your lifestyle. Data and the ability to be able to interpret the data over time is more powerful than simply saying high is good and low is bad. If you're going to track HRV, ensure you're tracking consistent data and that the data is as accurate as possible, i.e. using a high quality device that is as close to accurate as an ECG, which is considered the gold standard, and that you have detail in your notes surrounding the data. There's so much data. Data, 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 data. Find somewhere to sit comfortably. Close your eyes and let's begin this sleep deprivation meditation. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Where else would you breathe? Slowly become aware of the chronic lack of sleep you experience on a daily basis due to Well, a lack of prioritising sleep. Take one last moment to bask in the glimmer from the badge of honour you wear as you proclaim to everyone how tired you are. Make peace with the last time you'll blame your poor quality sleep on external factors such as binging TV and your scrolling addiction. Let go of modern life's most unnatural conveniences, keeping all your lights on after dusk, pretending you're living in a 7-Eleven, and never using the blue light blocker on your phone. Modern lives require modern debilitations. Block out what you know about blackout curtains. Sleeping in a cave is for Neanderthals. Remember to forget to take magnesium. Enjoy the sympathetic dominance. Unite with the billions of people across the planet who get poor or disrupted sleep on the daily, because at heart you are still that little kid who wants to stay up late because they think they're missing out on something. Repeat after me. Midnight memes maketh melatonin malfunction. Midnight memes maketh melatonin malfunction.
Today I'm here with Coach Vince and we're going to be looking at the split squat. So Vince, I'll get you to set up for the split squat. We're not discussing ATG split squats when you could just do a static lunge, because whilst they are a great exercise for prehabbing your squat and improving joint stability and end ranges of motion, they are an overprescribed and underperformed exercise that a lot of personal trainers use to give the impression they are highly knowledgeable and an opportunity for them to use complicated language or make you feel like a baby giraffe and then themselves perform it perfectly like a robot, because in reality the split squat itself looks complicated enough that you wouldn't want to do it on your own without a personal trainer, leaving you thinking that you should only do it with a personal trainer, which creates buy-in to whichever latest challenge or program they are selling, and they will then of course sell you onto their challenge or program. But we're not talking about that either.
Sit down in front of your mirror, look at yourself and relax, and just say,
I've got very beautiful lips.
yeah. And I promise you, Ange, you're going to see the difference. Okay.
Thanks.